Maybe you had an extra $20 in August. Maybe you watched your favorite streamer play it and you wanted to get the same experience. Or maybe you fell to an aggressive and successful Twitter campaign. Maybe you bought Fall Guys, but chances are you're not playing it anymore. Now I'm Mike and GoPro, and I'm outside of my apartment, and I want to give an inside look on why you're not playing that game anymore. Come on. Come on! Fall Guys was a smash hit on release, and everyone was playing it, including me. You had the top streamers showcasing their skills, or the opposite of that. Thing is, it was a blast playing it, and even watching it. Well, for a little while at least. I want to ask you a question. Are you still playing Fall Guys? Are your favorite streamers still playing Fall Guys? The answer is probably no, right? The point of this video is to ask the question, why? Why are you not playing this game? Why are they not playing this game? And while they did have an update to try and keep the game fresh, I believe it was too late. Gamers, generalizing here, need constant, unlimited replayability in your mode. If the game is not able to be played for hours on end, 7 days a week, or if they have expanding updates that add a little more to the game, every couple days or so, they're probably gonna get bored with it. Look at this chart from August 8th to September 8th. There was not a single day under 100,000 players, and that was everyone enjoying the game in its vanilla state or its base release format. And now, let's take a look at September 8th to October 7th. This is in the run-up to Season 2. There was a dramatic drop. About 60% of the players decided to leave the game. Now, even though Season 2 came out and had a nice 80k resurgence of players, it only took about 4 days for them to drop back down to 40,000 players. So why did this happen? Why did not enough players play the game, or why did so many people leave the game in the run-up to Season 2? And that's because the base interest of this game was lost. Perhaps your favorite streamers weren't playing anymore. Perhaps you yourself got bored of it, and you decided to go back to your old reliables. The old reliables being Fortnite, Warzone, League of Legends if you're into that, and, I would say at one point Apex Legends, but they dropped the ball pretty hard in this regard, so I'd like to talk about them, but I would also like to not talk about them, okay? So basically, once people will get tired of things not changing, things not updating, constant stimulation to keep you in the game, to keep you focused on playing this and playing this alone, or at least devoting a good chunk of time to this game, they're not going to play it anymore. They're going to move on. They're going to go back to Warzone, Fortnite, all the other games that they know will constantly update for them, has a unlimited replayability, and they know they could always come back and enjoy the game for an hour or two. So where are we at now in terms of fresh new games? Now, I'm not talking about fresh new updates of games, I'm talking about new games that we've invested in. And now the two right now I'm seeing in the circuit, in the scene, are Phasmophobia and Among Us. These are two games that I love, both great concepts and great execution on the gameplay, on the theme of this game. Among Us, really a very good detective game. I love to be a detective in that game, and Phasmophobia, you can be a detective too. And it's all based around the experiences that you yourself create that aren't dependent on the gameplay itself. And that, I believe, is what is making people stick around with these games. But can they suffer the same fate as Fall Guys? So I think they have a better chance of survival just for the simple fact that you make your own experiences. You make the crazy vent kills and then try and pin it on your friend. You find the ghost in a different location or use a different a thermometer to find the demon or whatever. And you may die, you may live, but it's still a different experience every time, and it's also an experience native to you. Now, Fall Guys, when it comes to being forced into the slime climb again, you're not really having a distinct experience. You're not having a unique time running through a different wall in the wall-breaking game in Fall Guys. There are really limitless possibilities in the way you can play. Now, there do need to be a bit of updates in both of these games, and that comes in just additional content that is going to be needed to keep the game fresh. This means just different maps to explore, different places to try and master, things like that. But they're all based on finding that experience, the suspicion or the anxiety of trying to figure out who's the killer, where's the ghost. The mystery around it is what keeps you going, because you don't know how things are going to turn out either way. With Fall Guys, it's kind of the same end goal every single time. Now, while Fall Guys did bring in some variety a little late into the game, it was almost too little too late. because most of the gamers have already moved on to separate games. Now, Phasmophobia and Among Us can fall to this same fate, so I really hope that the developers come in with new updates. I mean, actually, Among Us already is. They were going to make an Among Us 2, but now they're just going to do big battle update for Among Us 1. So hopefully that's going to be updated soon, and it's going to stay fresh. We're all going to keep loving that game forever and ever until we die. Now, Phasmophobia, it's run by one guy, so it is going to be a little harder, a little longer for updates to come soon, but the man has a Trello page to showcase what he's doing, all the updates that are slated for the game, so it's good to have that transparency coming through, and that's something that I believe gamers will wait for because they know there's stuff on the way, and they know that, unlike Fall Guys, they're here to have fun with their friends, and Fall Guys, you know, it's really dependent on winning? The win condition? I don't know. I personally want my $20 back. But to talk about one game that has perfected the experience and the constant updates is Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves knocked it out of the park with this, with the monthly updates and just how fun the base game itself is. Because it's fun with your friends, it's all about the experience. Everything is different. You go to a different island, you go to a different island, you find a shipwreck, you fight a shark. Nothing is the same. And that is what makes it an amazing game. There's always some variability in what you're going to do and what's going to happen in that game. And along with the constant updates, you can still come back to that game and always find something new and always have a unique experience. And that's why I love Sea of Thieves, for sure. Rare knocked it out of the park. I mean, it took like a year for things to get good. You know, whatever. Well, guys, that's all I have for today. Now, if you agree or disagree, come in and chat on my Twitch at twitch.tv/ICanGoPro, live every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Come in, let's have a chat. But that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you next I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.